What is good, YouTube, man? It's me back again. Finally, I know I haven't posted in a very long time, so I mean, this video might not even have 100 views ever. You know what I'm saying? To anybody that ever sees this video, you know what I'm saying? I hope that you stay and listen to what I got to say, because this is something that's been heavy on my heart for a minute, and I've been thinking about this for a long time, and it's been something that's been contemplated. I talked about it amongst my friends, people around me, things of that nature, and stuff like that. And it's just some topics that I wanted to get off my chest and get some opinions on and see what other people think. So before I even get to anything else in this video, before I get to any of the talking points that I want to talk to, let me address a couple of things right off the bat. I know I haven't posted in a long time. I know I did a couple different things on my channel. I tried to do IRL things, and I tried a lot of different things. Now that's a part of content creation. If you've never been a content creator and you're just viewing this video as a viewer, I apologize for just drifting off on random content, but that's a part of content creation. You try things, you see what pops, you see what doesn't, and that's how you become successful, or learn the way. I tried it. I didn't like that type of content, but I'm back to my roots. I'm back to 2K. Now, a lot of y'all probably saying the game is dead, and before you even talk about the gameplay in the background, yes, this is some random gameplay. I am not playing the game right now. This is not live. But as y'all listen to me talk, I do want y'all to pay attention to sometimes and glance at the gameplay in the background and just see how 2K is now, whether you play it or not. Now, as you can see by the video, I'm not gonna edit any of this, but as y'all can see by the title of the video, where are the squeakers in 2K? Now, I already know the answer to this question, and I already have my philosophy, my thoughts, my opinions, and things of that nature. But feel free to drop down in the comment section and let's have conversations. Let's talk about it. Feel free to give me your opinion, go in detail. I'll respond to y'all and let's talk about it. Because as a person like me that has such a passion and a love for 2K and gaming and content and streaming and YouTubing and things of that nature, it brings a fire in me. This is literally 3 a.m. right now. I'm recording this video as I'm looking over. It's 3:04 a.m. right now on the East Coast. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. It's just something I just had to talk about. Now, where are the squeakers? I got a couple notes here, and I'm gonna try not to stray too far off from my main points that I want to get to. But let's get right into it before I even waste any more of y'all time. The squeakers in 2K are gone for the simple fact that not only is for the obvious answers, the game costs a lot of money to play. It's $100 to buy the game. It's $100 VC to even have a player. It's the battle pass is every single what is it, like a month and a half. It's like a $10-20 battle pass. Before we even get to that, that's the obvious answers that every YouTuber has covered. Everybody has already spoken their opinions on that. Everybody's already went in on 2K and they've already said that a million times. But me, I want to dig even deeper. What I think is really wrong with 2K, before we even get into gameplay, is that the foundation of 2K is gone. No little kids look up to YouTubers no more. Little kids aren't getting on Twitch or YouTube or any of that and looking for the newest up and coming 2K YouTuber or whatever. You want to know why? Because they don't have a belief in that they can make it anymore. Even though everybody can't make it in something, everybody can't be a YouTuber, everybody can't be famous, everybody can't be a Twitch streamer, everybody can't be that. 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, 2K 16, 17, 18, 19, there was a little kid out there that believed that he could be a Pretty Boy Fredo. There were kids out there that believed that they could be Soluminati. There were kids out there that believed they could be Ticino. There were kids out there that believed that they could be G-Man, Power DF. All these people believed that they could get on Twitch and YouTube and become that person. Now, it's like I don't know if it's just because of the community that down talks on everybody or shits on people or shuts people dreams out or whatever it is, but if we don't even have new people coming into the community right now. If you're a YouTuber, a streamer, anything like that, most of us share the same viewers, most of us share the same fan base. Why? Because the only people that still play the game, the only people that still believe that there's something here, is the people that just have a deep passion and have been here. It's the same people. There aren't any new little kids growing up saying, yo, I really want to be a YouTuber. Mom, I want this PC for Christmas. I want to do this. I want to upload this video. I want to do this stream. They're not doing it anymore. I don't necessarily know what they've switched to, because as somebody that's my age, you know what I'm saying, you could do the math. I graduated in 2017. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not that connected to the younger generation. Now, yes, I have two little brothers, and they both occasionally might hop on 2K every now and then, but that's just an example that's like right in front of my face, that I see that the younger generation, they just don't connect with the game, with the community. Like even a 2K league. Yesterday I saw a 2K league upload not even upload. I saw somebody on Twitter from the 2K league. There was a player. I'll try to put it in the video if I can, and once I edit this later. If it's not there, oh well, I'm not a good YouTuber. Like clown me in the comment section. But I saw a picture of like a screenshot of the people that are a part of 2K league as of now today. And they're like, it's like three old dudes with like gray beards and stuff like that. Nobody, like, if you thought that the 2K league wasn't pulling viewers, obviously it was failing because the 2K players that were in the league weren't pouring into the league. They weren't good content creators. They didn't bring people in. They didn't have people watching. They didn't have a fan base. So it died. And if you are keeping up with it, if you do keep up with it, or you gave a fuck about it at all, you know that the 2K league is over now as we knew it. There isn't people getting signed to contracts, going to live in Miami and going to live in Minnesota for the Timberwolves and stuff like that. That's over. Now they have, I don't even watch it, so I don't even want to sit here and lie and make up something, but I'm not even tuning in. And this is coming from a person that loves the game. As you can see in the gameplay in the background, I literally have a big head on. I'm a vet 5. So I play the game a lot. I couldn't give less of a fuck about the 2K league and how they doing it now with these, whatever they're doing. These other outside content creators, whatever they're doing, is even worse. Is an even worse option. But that just encapsulates where 2K is and their mindset with our community. They're so lost and disconnected that they think that if you take away our top competitive players, the most deep in, nerdiest, most gamerest, the best people with the best jump shots, the best sigs, the people that can do all the moves in the game, you remove those people and you think we want to watch grandpas play the game with gray beards? That speaks to the delusion of where 2K has reached. Because that's what it is. It's delusion or just a lack of a not giving a fuck. I honestly don't know. I've never been connected to the community like not as far as like devs and things like that. I've never spoken to them, never been around them. I have no idea what their thought process is. But coming from somebody from the outside looking in that just loves the game and has a passion for what basketball is, and I watch NBA every single day. I watched the Clippers and Nuggets game last night. I watched the Celtics. I watched every single series. I hate to make it sound like this, but I damn near watched all 82 games this season of good teams, bad teams. I watch a lot of basketball. I love basketball. I have a passion for it because I wasn't able to be that type of player. I wasn't a D1 athlete. I wasn't a top prospect. I wasn't ever going to make it. So my passion shifted from being on the court to being a 2K player. However you want to look at that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You might want to clown, or you living your dreams through 2K, whatever. Cool. Make your jokes. Have fun with it. But it's a couple things I also want to talk about too, like wagers. For example, if you came into the 2K community in any time between like 2K19 to like maybe 22, I would say even 21, 19 to 21 was the prime years of wagers. Now, if you're a person that was watching the Lie, She Loves Shifties, the Tycinos, the G-Man wagers, the Nate X's, the Power DFs, see those type of people, all those names I just named are big name people, right? Those are people that you wouldn't see on a normal wager, but if you were to hear them doing a wager, it would make you stop in your tracks and you would go click it, right? 2K16, 2K15, my first 2K was 17, but I know from speaking to other people that when Annoying wager Nadex or when Solo Minotti played Fredo, those were big games and everybody stopped what they were doing to watch it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, the reason we watched those people is because those were known famous people, whatever, and they all had their own fan bases that called them the best. Like Cheeseaholic, for example, he's a perfect example. I remember specifically in 2K22 when we were dropping the best guard list, people kept repeating, like casual players would come into like the competitive chats where it's like a Fanas chat or something like that, and they would always mention, yo, Cheeseaholic this, yo, Cheeseaholic's the best guard, yo, this guy's the best guard, because their fan bases to them, when they play Park and they streaking up and they would beat them and they pull up on their streaks and stuff, they genuinely believed that those were some of the best players on the game. While anybody that was actually good at the game knows that those people, while they aren't terrible, not all of them are terrible, we knew that they couldn't compete with the biggest nerds in the game, the people that play the game all day, the people that were top reps, the people that lived for the shit. But to a casual person, they seemed like the best. And because of that, they would pull views and stuff like that on wagers on YouTube, Twitch, wherever they put the content, on TikTok, no matter where it would go. Those wagers pulled viewers, and it had our community. The community was lit. It had people rallying behind it. It had people around the courts. There would be crowds and crowds and crowds of people everywhere to see these people play. Now, today, there's people like X Crabbin and Pain to Glory and just a bunch of random, completely random names that you don't even know who I'm talking about right now if you're watching this video. Chances are you don't know who these people are who doing these wagers today. That's why wagers are drowned out. That's why they're not interesting. That's why people don't care. Because good players aren't wagering anymore. It's all of the most randomest people just doing wagers just to say they did it. Because now, when you lose a game, a person misses a shot, a person sells you, the first thing that comes out of people's mouth is wager, wager this, wager that, wager, wager, wager. That, it just can't be like that. Nobody wants to see your random ass homie fucking 25 1%, 30 1%, 40 1%. I personally don't give a fuck about 1%, but you get what I'm saying. People that we don't give a fuck about are spamming wagers and trying to stream it and stuff like that, and it's just drowning out the content. It's bad for the game. Like, and I don't even want to go too deep into that. I'm gonna move on to the next topic, but if you know, you know. Like, and another thing, one of my biggest things that I think also killed like the competitive side of 2K, in which I think it needs to be withheld, because with all things there needs to be a balance. There needs to be fun for casuals and there needs to be fun for competitive players. Now, that's obviously been hard to find for 2K, the middle ground where people can have fun on both sides. But I want to speak specifically out for my competitive players and stuff like that play stage, and even if you play park. I want to know why did 2K remove squad spots. Now, one reason I do know for a fact why they removed it is because I remember back in old 2Ks, you could pull someone on the spot that didn't have any VC. Like, you could literally have 0 VC to your account, a 60 overall, never played a game, and you could get in a squad with anybody and they could pull you on the spot, and obviously you would get kicked because you didn't have a VC to play the court. And, you know, you would play an AI, and basically you could feed yourself VC and things of that nature, and people were boosting. Now, 2K, instead of penalizing everybody across the whole entire game because of a couple bad apples, you removed the squad spot, and that has only made the game worse in every way. Because now it's created a problem where it's not even your guys' fault, but the Xbox, the next gen Xbox, that play Xbox S, Xbox X, you know what I'm saying, is faster at getting the dots than the PlayStation. Now that's created a problem where Xbox players can lose and they can play again and again and again. I'm a person that has a PlayStation 5. I have 1,000 download, 1,000 upload internet on Ethernet with my router sitting not even 2 inches from my console. And I will never, and I mean never, beat an Xbox player to the spot. They can repeatedly get the spot. That is outrageous. And that's another reason that killed the competitive side of 2K, because now what we call the comp stage, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. It's one of those things, if you know, you know. You can't even play stage and then know. What that does is when Xbox keeps continuously getting the spot, guess what? That means PlayStation players are going to leave that stage and we're going to create a new stage. Now that means that people are split up. Instead of in one spot where everybody's competing and we can find everybody in one stream, we can find everybody in one stage. Now we're flipping from stream to stream to stream to stream to stream. We're flipping from stage to stage to stage to stage. We're sitting here flipping and flipping and flipping and running around and looking for somewhere to play because we're trying to dodge Xbox players because they keep continuously getting the spot and getting the spot and getting the spot. That's outrageous. Now, that's another problem for another day that we could dive into for hours and hours. But once again, I'm going to move on to the next topic. Now, Proving Grounds. This is another place where it's just too many problems going on in the Proving Grounds. Like, there's closing the app in the Proving Grounds. And it not only affects the Proving Grounds. If you know, you know. You can even close app in park games and keep your park record win percentage. You can literally go into a park game and no matter what, you can literally just quit out as soon as the other team scores like 18, 19 points, and it doesn't affect your record. That's been going on for multiple 2Ks now. At least since I can remember in 22, that's been going on, and they still haven't addressed it. There's still so many issues with this game that's lasted for way entirely too long. Like, just entirely too long. For the amount of money that I have spent, for the amount of money that just in general people spend on 2K, like in the time we spend on here, there's just too many problems with this game that haven't been fixed. And I wanna expose 2K real quick. I wanna tell y'all this story. And if you're still listening to this point in the video, I appreciate you. You the real MVP. I want you to go down to the comment section. I want y'all to drop down bananas. Because if you type bananas in the comment section, I'm gonna know you were still here at this point. And if you still here right now, y'all know that it's gonna be a $50 giveaway in the next video. If you are here right now at 15 minutes into this YouTube video, you are gonna be the only person that knows that it's gonna be a $50 giveaway in the next YouTube video. But I want to tell y'all this story real quick. Now, one of my homies that I was talking to, right? He was telling me about one of his friends that's in college, right? It's, you know, a lot of people do online assignments now, chat, and you know, and look at me saying chat. I'm so used to being a streamer, but he said he basically does all his work with an AI bot. Like, you know how Twitter has Grok or something, and you can like you can say anything to it, and it'll give you answers, it'll tell you things, it'll talk to you and stuff like that. I have reason to believe that 2K is creating their games with AI, and it would make so much sense. Because let me just get out of this clip real quick, and I want y'all to take a second and walk with me. When you walk through the 2K park, right? If you're familiar with AI or you're any type of educated on it and you understand anything about it, tell me if you don't believe that the parks and everything about this game is created with AI. And it makes so much sense now because AIs are becoming so prevalent in general, just in life. It's being integrated into every app. They're everywhere. Look at this park right here. Look at the streets. Look at how the roads are even made. They don't logically make sense. As many fucking cars and as much transportation shit that they give us out. Look at all this fucking cars and shit. We got go-karts. We got fucking airplanes and every fucking thing you could think of. But look at the roads. Take 1 second and walk with me, chat. Look at the roads. Do they logically make sense to you? Like, if you're driving your car, right? Look at this. Why does the grass have like this little random gap in the middle of it? Because it's AI generated. Just take a second and look at this. Look at the buildings. The buildings aren't even like normal shaped buildings. They don't make any sense. Like, look at this. Nothing makes sense. There's a big middle gap in the middle just randomly, right? But then there's a tiny gap right here. And then on this side, it's just a road. Like, why did they do that? Now, and then look, they put this wacky Wednesday thing in the middle of the road. For what? It makes no sense. Because it's AI generated. Like, tell me I'm lying. Call me on, like, tell me I'm not crazy. This makes no sense. Like, why is there a crosswalk here? And they have the, you know, you see how they got the lines, right? But then what about here? What about this crosswalk? There's no lines here on this crosswalk. Why is there no lines? There are only lines this way. It just doesn't make sense. Nothing about this park makes sense. It logically doesn't make sense in so many ways. Then they gotta, like, look at this. Even the beach, they have a random court inside the beach. Like, none of this makes any sense, bro. Random palm trees, random rocks, like, nothing around here makes any sense. Then it's just like a big box. The park is just a big box. If you think about it and you really, like, imagine you was looking at the park right now that I'm walking around from a sky view. This is just a big box. It's literally a big square box. You walk into the park and let's just look at it, chat. Just look. Take a second and look at this. It's just a big box. Nothing about any of these parks make any sense. Random rocks out here, random chairs, random light poles with fucking the 2K22 Legend reward on top of it, a fucking parrot. There's fucking stairs on the wall over here, back here, chat. Look at this. There's walls back here or stairs that you can't even climb. None of this makes any sense. Random doors that lead to nothing for no reason. Boxes, like, this is all AI generated. They just plopped a whole bunch of random shit out here, and we buy this shit. And we fucking buy this shit. I'm done with ranting. I went on for 20 minutes. I'm back on YouTube, and I'm here with a purpose, chat. Thank you to anybody, you know what I'm saying, that still is watching to this point. I appreciate you. Y'all boys be blessed, man.